Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep this show rolling.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,
bye,
I hope you're digging the rock and roll sort of format of this and keeping things swinging along on these short little snackable sessions. Up next, I am very, very pleased to welcome to the virtual stage here Matt Dion, who is the CEO of Mintent. Wonderful solution there for content collaboration and all things content marketing. And of course, Elena Verlet, who is the founder of Cross-Border Communications. Guys, take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, Robert. And Pam, I was totally jealous of your background there. So I went and changed my shirt and I went and got a Canadian palm tree. We call it a fern. And so I hope my background's, up to scratch here. So,
you rock. Love your energy, Pam. I miss you.
Awesome. Well, Pam, Elena, and I've had lots of conversations in the hallways as well of these shows. And if I'm not careful, we could go for hours. And I know we have 10 minutes. So I'm going to keep it on track here. So yeah, thanks everyone. My name's Matt Dion. I'm the CEO of Mintent. And so we're a SaaS software company. We make a platform called the Content Marketing Platform. And I'm gonna throw my description out the window and go with what Robert said, where content teams need to move from being these on-demand, content vending machines to an actual proper department like accounting with processes and discipline. And that's what our platform does. It's a piece of software, but it does put in that proper discipline. And Mintent actually stands for marketing with intent. So instead of being reactive, you're more mindful as you create your strategies around content. And today I'm joined by Elena Verlet, and she's the founder and president of Cross-Border Communications. And she'll talk about that. But they're a full service marketing agency for tech companies. They help startups up to $1 billion enterprises. So today we're going to, in this short window, talk about her experience in using a content marketing platform. So Elena, thanks so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
So first of all, I want to do a quick explanation with what is a content marketing platform. So it's used by marketing and communication teams, and they use it to plan, produce, publish, and measure their marketing content. So the benefits of that, the team will produce volumes of high quality content at scale. It allows the teams to get more out of their existing resources, and it allows measurement of the performance of the content so that you can tweak your strategy. Now, at the heart of it, sorry, the slide should have a nice colorful calendar on it now. Sorry, I can't actually see the slide. So at the heart of it is this beautiful calendar. And we call it the world's smartest calendar. It gives you visibility to everything. All the projects your team's ever worked on, they're currently working on, or what they're going to work on in the future, it's all there, one easy to navigate view. And we have a quote here on the slide from Joe. You all know Joe. He says, "One thing is certain, if you don't keep an editorial or content calendar, the content doesn't get done." And we firmly believe that. Now, it is the world's smartest calendar, but it's actually a lot more than just a calendar. So behind each piece of content, when you click into it, there's a configurable creative brief. So you can track as much or as little content as you want about that piece of content. There's customized workflows. So you can design the specific task and timelines for each project and assign those to the right team members. All the tools are in there to allow the team to collaborate on the creation of content. All the assets are stored there in the library. And then I think the most important thing is that automatically each piece of content across each channel is the performance of that is tracked so that you can see how well it's doing. So that's just a quick quick summary of what a content marketing platform is. So first question, let's move to the slide that has question number 1. And Elena, so question 1 is obviously, you were looking for a platform like this and eventually, moved to one. What was it like prior to, in your organization, prior to moving to a content marketing platform?
Yeah, I mean, just for context, when I started Cross-Border 20 years ago, we were a public relations firm. So it's only in the last 6 or 7 years, actually, because of attending Content Marketing World and people like Jeannie Dietrich with her Pesto model, that we started to pivot into becoming more of a full service marketing firm. So with that, it meant that we were churning out a lot of content. So for one client, for example, we could be doing 10 videos in a month and having to splinter that content in that same video into blog posts and infographics and Instagram stories. And in order to do that, suddenly I didn't just have PR people anymore. I had to hire specialists. So, I had web developers and SEO people, and I had, YouTube experts and Pinterest experts in order to help create content and promote it for our clients. Coupled with that, with a team that's basically around the world with multiple time zones, every new client we took on, our problem with content became exponential. Every new client had their own processes and their own tools that they were tied to using. So suddenly, we had a client that only wanted to use Slack, but everybody else is tied to email. So we had, multiple calendars going, and assets were either in Google Drive, Box, Dropbox. Like basically we were using so many tools that, even naming conventions and versioning was becoming a real headache. There was no visibility, and things were getting really out of control. We had so many unbillable hours just trying to figure out and get that overall visibility we needed to find out, who is doing what is the bottleneck for various projects, and also, when would things get done. So it was really, really quite a nightmare and causing me many sleepless nights.
So nightmare, sleepless nights, that's obviously a good impetus for change. So then tell us about the end of the nightmare, the process of sort of, deciding you needed one of these, your evaluation, choosing a tool, maybe hurdles of getting it in place.
Sure. I mean, there's like any company, I think we look at affordability and price, right? That's just the way economics work with an agency like ours. So we look at price, we look at how quickly can this be done so we don't have a lot of hiccups. But let's face it, no one ever says, I need a new tool. Like we all need a new tool, like we need a nail in our head. It's never the right time to actually move entire processes. For us, multiple clients, hundreds and hundreds of pieces of content into a new platform. So to be honest, one of the challenges we encountered was just trying to get buy-in. So not just from my internal team, because obviously I'm driving it top down, but trying to get our clients on board using this to solve the problem of having disparate tools that, really gave nobody any information. So I think once we got over that and started looking at the various tools, we started from kind of the simplest, which was a platform that used, I think everybody knows, the card system, so Trello. And it's just like moving Post-it notes, but very quickly came to realize that it had a lot of limitations, even though we upgraded to the paid service. It's just the checklist way of workflows that's not automatic really was annoying, because even though somebody completed their task, nobody knew that they were up next. And then we moved, a client was using a more sophisticated or more robust content marketing platform. And this one had a bigger community around it. The calendar was all in one because Trello didn't have that. But the problem with this, again, was just the workflow and how it was prepared. Because once it was put in place, basically, if you change a task, it wasn't interrelated. And with Mintent, everything is in one place. Everything was customizable to what we needed. And like I said, the tasks were interrelated so that if you make one change, it affects the 20 other tasks, which was unbelievable. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So I just got the 2-minute warning from Angela. So in maybe say 1 minute, explain, I assume this is now content nirvana for you. So describe the results of what this new world is like.
Yeah, I think 3 things. The team accountability. Not everybody loves accountability. As a manager or owner of a business, I guess, having the transparency is really great for seeing where the blocks are in resource planning. I think the point about random acts of marketing, it's really obvious, but not everybody always sees the bird's eye view. But having everybody on the same page all the time is really great for brainstorming. And I think the benefits to us is we use it as an onboarding tool, whether it's a new contractor or a client's new employee. They can see what you did 3 months ago, where you're going 3 months from now really easily in one place. The personas are there, the creative briefs are there, and actually for training purposes. So for clients, we come in as a senior marketing team, trying to mentor their junior people. And so when a junior person comes on board, they actually see how we create the strategy, how we splinter the content, how we promote the content. So we're mentoring a client's team, and for our business, that means longer retainers and growth, because we're really focusing on our clients and producing high quality content for them to thrive. Awesome.
Cool. Well, I think we're at time. So last slide is just we have our own piece of content around this. And so what this is for, how do I know if I need one of these? Because there are thousands of pieces of MarTech out there. Do I need another one? So if you're using, sticky notes on a whiteboard or a spreadsheet or Asana or Basecamp or Trello or God knows what to manage this process, and you're totally fine, you don't need it. However, if you might feel like you just don't have the visibility you want, or holding people accountable, or putting that proper process in place, workflows, then you might be time to move off of those tools onto the next level. And so this evaluator's guide will help you figure that out. What's in a content marketing platform, what options are out there, how you go about picking one. So download it if you want, and I hope you enjoy it. And thank you very much. It's great to virtually be online again, and I can't wait to see everybody face to face when this is all over.
Bye,
Fantastic.
everyone. Thank you.
Right on. Thank you so much for that. Yes, keeping a calendar is absolutely one of the most important things, and making sure, it's like the Jerry Seinfeld thing, right? There's one thing of creating the calendar, and then there's using the calendar. So making sure that we actually use that calendar as well, and it's not just a to-do list of all the things that we have to actually produce for the rest of the business. All right.